Casey, thanks so much. Well, changes are coming to Oklahoma's vehicle registration process starting September 1st. It's under the new Mason-Treat Act.
Yeah, the law is named after our state's top senator, Pro Tem Greg Treat's son, Mason, who almost died after a crash during a traffic stop in January. Senate Pro Tem Treat live in studio. Thanks for being here with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, first off, how is Mason doing?
Mason is doing much better. It's a long recovery. It takes a long time. He still can't feel a lot of the right side of his body. Still having to try to get better. It takes a long time.
Boy, that video of him on the side of the road on I-40, he'd been pulled over. Explain what happened and why he was pulled over and that ensuing crash.
So in Oklahoma, the law was inadequate. If you bought a car from a private individual, you did not have a tag for up to 60 days. This law seeks to change that and make everything the same. So immediately when I buy a car from you, I can go get a metal tag from the state immediately, even before all the taxes and liens are paid. And so it's just unfortunate that my son had to be on the side of that road, and the law enforcement officer. Remember, there was a deputy severely injured as well. And so this law seeks to protect law enforcement and the driving public by being able to get people tagged much earlier.
Yeah, because Mason was pulled over for that reason, and then another driver, unrelated, came through, crashed into both of them. What does it mean to your family to get this law passed and all the hurdles it had to pass?
Well, obviously, we'd rather Mason not have been injured at all. But we don't want any other family to go through this. Plus, we want law enforcement to be able to really focus on people that need to be pulled over. Mason had the bill of sale, the proof of insurance, everything. He was driving legally, but the law enforcement officer was well within his right to pull him over because he had no tag. But if you go to readysettag.com, it explains the whole process. If you buy a car in Oklahoma after September 1st, this new law will apply. And so you have to pre-register it, and you'll get a new tag with a pre-registration sticker, and it will be uniform regardless if you buy it at a dealership or from a private individual. Before, the law was if you bought it here, it was one way. If you bought it a different way. It's very confusing.
It's so sad that it takes something like a child getting injured to cause these changes.
Mason's been an inspiration to all of us, though, and it was really nice of Representative Hilbert to name the bill after him. I started advancing the bill, but Kyle Hilbert, the next Speaker of the House, is the one that named it the Mason-Treat Act.
Senator Treat, let me ask you, though, because, I mean, your boy almost lost his life. I mean, what's the emotional toll that this whole thing has taken? And, I mean, it's a miracle. He's in studio today. I mean, it's a miracle to see a good-looking guy getting ready to start back to school at Minco. But could you just share with us what your family's gone through?
It was really rough. He was in the hospital for 20 days, in the ICU for 5 days. Marissa and I, my wife and I, were out of state at a conference when he got injured. Had to really scramble to find a flight. We weren't sure if we were going to see our son alive again. But he's a walking miracle. He's over there. The only thing wrong with him, he's an OSU fan. He's got his OSU card on.
Oh, gosh.
But OSU, the OU docs saved his life, but the OSU team, many of the players, coaches sent him all kinds of videos inspiring him. Couldn't be more grateful to live in a state like Oklahoma.
Yeah. And just to bring awareness to this, so one more time, if I buy a car September 3rd from another person, what do I need to do to make sure that I can get that metal tag quickly?
You go on OK Cars, and then you do a pre-registration. So you put the VIN number, who you sold it to, and then that person on their email confirms it. Then you'll get a plate mailed to you automatically. You don't even have to go to a Service Oklahoma or a tag agent. They will mail it to you, and it will have the stickers, and you'll still have the 60 days to be able to pay your taxes, get any liens released. But you'll be driving, and police will know that you're doing it lawfully.
Yeah, there you go. Anything else you want viewers to know today about this new law named after your son?
Well, like I said, I hope no one goes through this again, but we appreciate the prayers that have poured out from all over the country, throughout Oklahoma. Mason's an amazing young man that I couldn't be prouder to be his father.
He's a good-looking young man. Looks like his mama, huh?
Yes, exactly right.
Senator, thank you so much. Thank you for what you do at the Capitol, and thank you for coming in today, sharing your story.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in, too. We appreciate it.